Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, what up? Yo, I have not done this in so long. It feels weird, it feels different. I gotta get back used to this filming thing. As you guys know, I have not filmed in literal weeks, and at first it was just because I was taking a creative break. Usually when I get overwhelmed, I just go ahead and take a step back from things and just kind of try and revisit it later when I'm back on my feet and feeling better. But then the Rona hit, and I was at work. I was still working while everybody was in quarantine. So it just kind of really halted my filming process and everything. But now I'm back. I started teleworking a week ago. So I'm gonna have hella free time to be planning makeup, doing makeup, all of that stuff. But for real, I hope that everybody is staying safe out there. I hope everybody is doing good and you're not going stir crazy in the house. I hope your family members are doing good as well. You know, like eventually this will be over and we'll be able to get back to normal, just have everything go back to the way that it was. So I hope everybody's doing good out there. And for my first video coming back, I just wanted to sit down and talk about makeup because that is what makes me happy. That's what takes my mind off of things. I go to YouTube to watch makeup videos because it takes my mind off of things that I'm going through. So hopefully this video can be that for y'all. And I hope y'all missed me or whatever, you know? So I'm just gonna be doing my current favorites. These are things that I have just been loving and using. And like I said, I've been having hella time to play in makeup, clearly. So these are things that I've been loving to use every time that I do my makeup. Okay, so first things first, I have been enjoying some skincare products. So I've added things to my skincare and I've taken things out of my skincare routine. So one of the things that I added in was this Pixi Skin Treats Overnight Retinol Oil. So I've been loving to use oils on my skin since I'm in a drier climate now. My oily skin really needs a little bit more moisture to keep it from overproducing oil. So the Pixi Overnight Retinol Oil is really good. It's supposed to smooth out your skin and tighten your pores and just make your skin look more even. And I think retinol is really good for you to use. By the way, don't mind my nails. We already know the struggle of what's going on. So like y'all don't clock me for these nails. But anywho, yeah, using a retinol oil like in conjunction with like an exfoliating product like AHA, that I think is really good for your skin to help smooth it out and just make it look all nice and like beautiful when you wear your makeup. So I've really been loving this oil. And then the actual AHA product that I've been using, this is the Photoready Beauty Aha Moment Exfoliating Enzyme Mask. So basically you're only supposed to use this once a week, and I do use it once a week just because I do have other AHA products in my skincare routine. But I feel like this is so heavy duty. Like sometimes you know how you get congestion on your face just from wearing makeup a little bit too much. I feel like when I use this, it literally makes those bumps smaller the next day. Like the next morning when I wake up, the bumps are smaller, my skin is smoother. This is super heavy duty, so I can see why they say only to use it once a week. But this is really good. And if you guys don't know, Photoready Beauty is Colourpop's skincare brand. So this is actually really good. And this is what the mask looked like. It has these little papaya seeds in it. I guess that's what those are. But it's really nice. And then the last thing I have for skincare, this is the Ulta Beauty Smart Skincare Solutions Watermelon Facial Mist. So basically it's just like the rose water mist that everybody uses, but this is the watermelon one, and this feels so good on my skin. I like to spray this on, and then while my face is still wet, I like to go in with my moisturizer just kind of to like seal all of that moisture in so my skin does not get super oily throughout the day. And I feel like it's really been working well for me. I have my whole, like y'all, I have this whole brand new routine. I'm gonna show you guys. It's like my brand new foundation routine and everything to keep me from getting super oily throughout the day, and it's been working like a charm. I'm not kidding, I'm not playing with y'all. It's been working like a charm, and I feel like it all starts with my skincare since I changed it up and I actually do what my skin needs me to do. My makeup has been popping and staying on, long wearing, oil free, all that stuff. So yeah, this is the watermelon facial mist from Ulta. So moving on into the makeup, I'm just gonna like go in whatever order I feel like. So let's talk about setting sprays because I have a lot of setting sprays here. I've been trying out a lot, and listen, I've been obsessed with my setting sprays, okay? So the first one I'm going to talk about is the Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Matte Setting Spray. You guys saw me do a full-on demo review and wear test of this along with some other Urban Decay products, but this was the only product that I liked from that video, for real, other than the powder. But this is so good. I forgot how good Urban Decay's setting sprays were, especially when it comes to the whole temperature control technology, how it keeps your makeup the same temperature so that it won't break down or break up during the day. I forgot just how good their setting sprays are, and I've been using this one for like the last 4 or 5 days, and my makeup has literally been like super matte and long wearing. It's just been wearing super well, and I really feel like it has to do with the whole process that I do, but as well as this setting spray. And the next setting spray, which I feel has something to do with the way that my makeup has been wearing as well, is the Smashbox Photo Finish Setting Spray Weightless. So basically, the number one thing about this setting spray is that it makes your makeup transfer proof. So what I like to do with this is, once I put my foundation on, I like to spray this over my face and then pat it in with my makeup sponge. And I really do feel like this makes my makeup transfer proof, just for the simple fact that when I do get oily, like around the 8, 9, 10 hour mark, when I have to blot my face, when I blot it with the oil blotting sheets, not much foundation comes off on the oil blotting sheets like how it used to before. There's still a little bit of transfer, but it's not as much as it used to be. And so I really feel like it has something to do with this spray, as well as like me setting my face with both of these sprays, because like I said, I sprayed this one after I do my foundation, and then I sprayed this one at the end of my entire makeup process. And I just feel like that little routine, that little trick is what's been doing it for me. So the next setting spray I want to talk about is the Morphe Mattifying Continuous Setting Mist. I was supposed to do a whole review and demo and wear test of this product, but y'all know I wasn't filming, so I didn't make that video. But this is also a really good setting spray. This is so heavy duty, y'all. Like, it will literally dull down your highlight. So if you put highlight on and then spray this on top of it, it'll make it look like your highlight isn't as beaming as it was when you first put it on. And it's because this contains powder in it, and this is just heavy duty mattifying. Like, seriously, if you have normal or dry skin, probably even combination skin, I don't think you would like this spray, because it seriously like tightens up your face, makes it matte to perfection. So I love this setting spray. I use these interchangeably because, I mean, I use this one to set my entire face after I'm done with my makeup, just like this one, and I feel like it pretty much does the same thing. It mattifies me down and it extends the wear of my makeup. So I love this one. And then the last setting spray, this one isn't really a long wearing setting spray like the other ones, but this is the NYX Bear With Me Prime Set and Refresh 8-hour multitasking spray. And I love this spray so much that when Ulta had a sale, I went ahead and I picked up another one, because I love this spray so much. And the reason why I like this spray is because I can use it before I put on my makeup as a primer, like in addition to my other primers, and it makes my face feel kind of sticky, not in a bad way. I should say tacky. It makes your face feel kind of tacky, so that when you put your foundation on top, it kind of grips the makeup. But you can also use this as a multitasking spray, like it says. You can use this in between the makeup steps to like really solidify your makeup, I guess, to make it long wearing. But I just feel like it's not as long wearing as like my Morphe or my all nighter. So I like to use this one in conjunction with any of these other ones that I have. So I'll spray this, like I said, before my foundation. I'll spray it after my powder, like after I powder my face and everything, and then I'll spray one of these, and I just feel like it helps out my makeup a lot. So these setting sprays, I just use them all interchangeably because I feel like they all do a really good job for what I need them for. So those are the ones that I have been loving. For foundation, I've been loving two currently. The first one is my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. I have the shade Warm Mahogany. So I remember buying this foundation around this time last year, and I tried it out and I loved it so much. But because so many foundations were coming out last year, I just didn't have a chance to really get to know it that well last year. But I have been obsessed with this foundation, as well as the concealer. This is what I use when I do my long wearing foundation routine. This is the combo that I use because This foundation is long wearing. It's matte as hell. I feel like it is pretty transfer proof, especially when I use it with this setting spray. And then this concealer does not crease on me. I have little fine lines under my eyes and it does not crease on me at all. It'll start settling into those fine lines like around the 8-9 hour mark, but it's like I don't even care by that time. I've been wearing my makeup all day. But these are a really good combo if you have oily skin. I've been obsessed with both of these. And then same thing for this Revlon Photoready Candid Natural Finish Anti-Pollution Foundation and Concealer. This was something that I picked up randomly one day at Ulta because I just needed something to buy, and I had never seen any reviews on this. I was not interested in this when it first came out because this foundation and concealer came out like 2 years ago, and I was not interested in these products when they first came out, but I just picked it up on a whim and I am obsessed with these. If I could just have currently one foundation and concealer to use every day for work or just for like lounging around the house, it would be this foundation and concealer combo because I just really like this. It looks really nice on my skin. I feel like it wears well. Once it starts to break down, it doesn't break down all weird and gross. It just sits really nicely on my skin. So I have 530 Pecan in the foundation. Not the perfect exact match for me, but it's good enough I can get away with it. And then I have 60 Deep in the concealer. I just really like this combination. I don't really know what to say. It sits nice on my skin. It wears nice on my skin. I think it's bomb. So a primer that I have been obsessed with as well. This is the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. So I did a review and wear test of this, comparing it to the original putty primer, and that wear test went okay. I feel like they both wore pretty much the same in that video, but that was before I started doing my whole like routine, my skincare routine and everything like that. And ever since I started doing that, I have been obsessed with this primer. I use it on its own and I use it with multiple foundations, and I really like this primer. I have been using it and it's just really good. Since I've been home, I've had the time to experiment with a lot of these products, and I've been writing down my notes on my phone. I've been writing down what makeup goes together nicely, what makeup has been long wearing for me, what makeup has been keeping me more matte throughout the day. I've been writing all of that down, and I have a couple of combos that I use with this putty primer, and I feel like they just look really good on my skin and it wears really nicely. So I have been enjoying my matte putty primer. For eyeshadow palettes, I only have 3 because I've been like jumping around with my eyeshadow palette, so I don't really have any favorites that I've been loving except for these 3. Because listen, y'all know I'm basic. Y'all know I'm a basic ass female, so these are going to be neutral palettes, except for one of them is not really a neutral palette. But this is the Colourpop Nude Mood eyeshadow palette. I am obsessed with this palette. I'm obsessed with this palette. I don't know what else to say except I'm obsessed with this palette. When it comes to like going to work or just like doing a simple makeup look, something that I don't want to really do too much but I still want to look glam, this is the palette that I grab for. These tones in here are just perfect. I love the look that I get every time. The Super Shock shadow up here is my favorite. I love to put that all over my lid as well as in my inner corner. This is my favorite crease shade in the palette. I love this as a like darker bronzy lid color. I'm just obsessed with this palette. I'm obsessed with it. I can't put it down. I wanted to do a whole tutorial and whatever on it, but I was like, they're not gonna want to see that because it's just another neutral palette. It's boring, but I love it so much. This is not just another neutral palette to me. For some reason, I'm obsessed with this palette. I think it's just the tones of it and how they work on my skin. I'm obsessed with it. And then the other Colourpop palette that I have been obsessed with, this is the one that's not a neutral palette. This is their All That palette. This came out with their Valentine's Day collection, and this is what she looks like. So you have those more like reddish pink tones in this palette, and I just used this palette yesterday for my eyeshadow look, and it was so bomb. It was so bomb. Infatuation, this is my favorite shadow in this palette. I actually used that yesterday again for the second time. I just love this palette. I'm obsessed with it. What's crazy is I've dipped into this palette a few times and I still have not touched the pressed glitter. And y'all know the pressed glitter is usually something that I go for first with Colourpop's palettes, but I haven't even touched the pressed glitters just because I like the other shimmer shades in this palette a lot. But yeah, I've really been liking this, and I've been wanting to reach for it more, so that's how I know that it's definitely a favorite. And then the very last palette that I have is a neutral palette. This is the I Heart Revolution Chocolate S'mores palette. Something that I just bought on a whim. I had been wanting it for a while, but just kept telling myself that I didn't need another palette like this. But this palette is actually really good. These transition colors in this palette are really nice. The shimmers in this palette are really nice. It can be a work palette for me, like an everyday work palette for me, but it can also be a weekend palette as well, because I just feel like the tones in here are really nice. If I want to do an all matte look, I can, because it has transition shades for me as well as darker shades. And then I can glam it up by throwing a shimmer on the lid, because the shimmers are really pretty. But yeah, I've really been liking this palette. So the last thing that I have to show you guys is just two little lip products. Listen, honestly, since I've been home, I've been putting on all my bold lip colors. I've been putting on all of my liquid lipsticks and just lippies that I don't get to wear as often because I'm always at work, and y'all know I can't wear this type of stuff to work. So I don't have that many lipstick favorites because I've just been switching them out, rotating. But the one that I have been loving as my everyday nude for work, and then just also whenever, has been this Too Faced, I forgot what it's called. I think it's the honey butter lipstick or something like that, but it looks like this. It's the Too Faced lipstick, and this is in the shade Nip Slip, and you guys can see how much I've already used of this. But this lipstick is so pretty, and it is like the perfect type of nude for me. That's it right there. I don't know if y'all are gonna be able to see it because it's like almost my skin tone, but it's that nice peachy brown nude that I really enjoy. I can wear this without a lip liner and it looks fine. It looks good with gloss over the top, even though it's like a cream formula lipstick. This is just really pretty. It's comfortable to wear, it's easy to wear, and it's something that I can go for every single day, as well as on the weekends when I'm doing something a little bit more toned down. So just really been liking this lipstick. I would definitely repurchase this. I feel like I'm gonna go through it pretty fast this year, so I would definitely repurchase this lipstick. And then the last product that I have to show you guys, this is my Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Hot Chocolate. Could there be a more perfect lip gloss? I don't think so. I don't think so. I thought the Fenty Glow Gloss Bomb was the shit, but this is the shit. This color is the shit. I like this more than I like the original Fenty Glow Gloss Bomb, because it's just something about the shimmer. First of all, the shimmer in this, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it, but the shimmer in this, it's like gold and also pink and like a little hint of purple. It's just a really pretty lip gloss, and I love how this looks over lighter nudes. I feel like it gives them a little bit more of like a brownie tone to it, and it gives it like my perfect nude shade. I really like this gloss, and don't get me started on the packaging. The packaging is A1 perfection, and then the smell, it smells like candy, some type of sweet candy. It's just perfection. So I've been loving that gloss. I'm obsessed with it. I use it all the time. I'm definitely gonna repurchase it when I run out. That's a no-brainer. So y'all, that is everything that I wanted to talk to. No it ain't. I still got one more thing to talk, well, a couple more things to talk about with you guys, but they're all one category. So these are the Colourpop sponges that they came out with. I bought the entire set, and these, so y'all know how I used to rave about the e.l.f. Total Face Sponge. I might have to retire this face sponge, because these are my absolute favorite sponges of life. This is the velvet. You can see they're all dirty because I use them all the time. This is the velvet sponge. This one gives you super full, flawless coverage. It's almost as if you're using a brush when you use the sponge, because it doesn't like get super damp. Like, you can wet it, but it doesn't stay super damp. It feels dry almost when you're putting it on your face. So this one, I love this one for like super full coverage. This one is nice for not soaking up all of your product. I use this one to apply my foundation as well as blend out my concealer. It doesn't soak up all of your foundation and everything because it has a silicone core. And then this one is the softest sponge I've ever felt in my life. I thought the e.l.f. sponges were super soft, but this is literally like a marshmallow. It is so squishy. Like, you guys, I can't even show y'all on camera how squishy this sponge is, but it is super, the softest sponge that I've ever felt in my life. And it is so perfect for blending out under eye concealer. I used it today to blend out my concealer. And then this is their complexion sponge. I use this one to put my foundation on today. This is so perfect for putting on your foundation, chiseling out your bronzer or your contour, putting powder underneath your eyes. It's just so perfect. The only one that I haven't really used yet is this Hourglass one. I said I wanted to use this one on camera with you guys because I wanted to do a full-on like demo video showing you guys how I use these sponges, and then I was going to use this one to like blend out my cream contour or whatever, because this is the only one that I haven't really put to the test yet. Like, I have these. I'm obsessed with these sponges. Like, I don't need another sponge because these are super good, super soft. Just, I love these sponges. All right, guys, so now that is everything that I wanted to talk to you guys about. I missed filming so much. This video is probably long, and it's probably just like me talking, like saying, oh, this product is so good, this product is so good, but I hope you guys enjoyed it anyway. I'm just happy to be back filming. My next video is probably going to be my full face foundation routine, so I can show you guys what I've been doing lately to get this face snatched and beat, you feel me? And yeah, and then we'll just go from there, because I got a lot of videos that I want to film for you guys and that I want to put out. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up, as well as leave me a comment down below letting me know that you liked it. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the bell notification so that you are notified every single time that I upload a video. And I'll see y'all in my next one. Peace.